Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 3 of my 1.19 billionaire Minecraft series, where I will collect 1 billion gold ingots in modded Minecraft version 1.19 using the All the Mods 8 mod pack from CurseForge. In today's episode, I am going to be building some ore automation because I now have a decent set of mining tools, and I want to be able to automatically process my ore without having to worry about it, because right now I have this chest, has a bunch of stuff in it, and I would like that to be automatically processed. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do today is actually make a better tool. I currently have an osmium hammer, but I would like to make a pickaxe that has a higher tier level. When I was mining, I ran into some platinum that I could not mine, and I would like to mine deeper. So to make a pickaxe or something that can mine that, I've decided to make a signalum pickaxe, and I can do that because signalum is actually something that I can make right now. So signalum is made with copper, silver, and redstone. I did run across some redstone while mining, so I can do that. Now to make this dust right now, the easiest way I think for me to do that is going to be using a ore hammer. So let's go ahead and make an ore hammer real fast. So the ore hammer is made with 3 sticks and 2 blocks of metal, and you can use different metals to do that. So I'm going to be using iron because I have a decent amount of iron. In fact, I could try to use copper actually. I have more copper than anything, so let's try that. I'm not sure if I can do that. If I can't, then I can just go ahead and revert back to using iron because this copper I can... Cool, I can use copper, so that is fantastic. Now to make signalum, and I only need the minimum, which is 4 here. So I need 3 copper dust and 1 silver. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So that should give me 3 copper and then a silver. And there we go with that. And then to do this recipe, I think we need, 4 redstone? Yes, so that's signalum, and let's get that furnacing up as quick as we can. This ore hammer I don't need right now, so let's just throw it into a random chest right now. And we can just simply wait for this signalum. I only need 3 of them to make a pickaxe. And I also decided that I want to make my pickaxe have an iron handle, and that will give it the magnetic trait. So what I'm going to do is, let's throw a tool rod blueprint in here, and an iron... 2 iron ingots, and that gives you 4 tool rods. And as you can see, it gives me 2 different traits, flexible 2 and magnetic 3. So let's grab those, and that is cool. We should have about 3 of our signalums, so let's go ahead and make the signalum pickaxe. I think it's 3, and then 1 of these guys, and this will give us the traits of magnetic 3, lustrous 4, and it will be tier 4. It will have a lot of durability for a pickaxe. The hammers have more durability than a pickaxe made of the same materials. And our harvest level is going to be 3, which is obsidian, which should allow me to harvest platinum. I'm hoping anyways. So that is cool. That is the first thing I wanted to do. Now let's actually get on track and make some automation here. So I think I'm going to be using the... thermal series of mods to do this. I've done this in the past. I'm going to be making a pulverizer and a redstone furnace to process my ores, and then I am going to need to make a dynamo to make energy to power those processes, and then some flux duct as well. So let's get started with that. I'm going to need some lead that I don't have in my inventory. Let's make flux duct first. It is going to be the easiest thing I think to make. So let's take a look at what that requires. It's pretty easy. I just need glass. I have glass made. So between episodes, I did cook up some stuff, including bricks and glass, as well as obviously more ores. So let's make a couple of recipes of this. What am I missing here? Oh, I didn't hold shift, that's why. So that should be more than enough flux duct for today. So let's get started on the pulverizer. And to make the pulverizer, I'm going to need a piston. I don't have any wood planks with me. Let's grab some wood. I have some wood laying around somewhere. So let's make the piston. Let's make a couple of machine frames. So to make the machine frames, I'm going to need some tin gears. And I think I only need 2 machine frames. I might actually need a third, so I'm not completely sure about that. So I do need a couple of copper gears here. And I should be holding shift when I do that. That way I can make as many as I want. And let's see here. We need the redstone flux coil. I don't have any more redstone with me. Did I seriously use all my redstone already? Oh no. Okay, so I'm going to have to go find more redstone. I did not realize I used all of my redstone on that flux duct. So yeah, I'm going to have to go find more redstone, and then I will be right back. I finally found plenty of redstone, so let's continue here, and I want to make the pulverizer, and let's see what we don't have just yet. And I actually need to go to the crafting table to see that, so I need some of these. I do have gold ingots over here, so that's not a problem. So let's make at least 2 of these. I'm going to need to make at least 2 machines here. So let's just go ahead and get these out of the way. And then I need machine frames. And let's go ahead and build the 2 of them that I'll need. I think I only need 2. So there's the pulverizer. The next thing I want to make is a redstone furnace. So let's take a look at what we need to do to make that. And the redstone furnace is once again from the thermal series of mods. And we need to make 2 sets of bricks here. So let's do that. The rest of those can just go away. And then I need a couple of copper gears as well. And there we go with the redstone furnace. So I think for the dynamo, or for the energy, I'm going to make a dynamo. And those are once again from the thermal series of mods, if I can spell it right. And I think the Stirling Dynamo is what I want. It might be the compression dynamo, but I think the Stirling Dynamo is the dynamo that actually makes just straight coal into energy. I think the compression dynamo can make steam. Actually, that's probably wrong. I think you use water and coal to make energy, but I could be wrong about that. Let's just go ahead and make a Stirling Dynamo real fast. So what don't I have? I don't have an iron gear, so let's make an iron gear. Okay, so apparently that is... Oh, okay. So this allows me to flip between different recipes here. So let's make the iron gear there. And then we need another redstone flux coil. And then I think we actually need 2 stone. So let's go ahead and cook up 2 stone. I might be able to use... You know what? I bet I could use andesite, because I think that counts as a stone. So let's see if I can't do that. I can. Okay, so I'm going to put all of this stuff over here somewhere. So what I want to do is let's actually set up the end of the process first. So I'm going to place the redstone furnace here, and what I'm going to do is configure the input to be from the left side of the block and the output to be to the right side of the block. And I have 2 different types of chests with me, oak chests and birch chests. I think I'm going to have the oak chests be outputs, and then the birch chests be inputs. You know what, let's just reverse that because I have more birch chests. I need fewer outputs than I do inputs. So let's put a birch chest right here. The pulverizer is going to go right beside the redstone furnace. I'm going to put it right here with an input on the left and an output to the... You know what, let's put the input on the top. You know, no. Let's put the input to the left and the output to the right. Let's do auto output enabled, as well as auto output enabled on the redstone furnace as well. So the next thing I need to do is let's set up a... actually, I want to build a hopper. Do I have iron ingots with me? I do. So let's build... I'm actually going to build 2 hoppers. So let's use oak chests for that. And there we go with those. And I'm just going to put 1 hopper right here going into the... Oh, I don't want to trash those. Into the pulverizer here. This will be where I put my input stuff. I just throw it in this chest and it should get processed automatically. So that is cool. I think what I'm going to do is place my dynamo right here in the ground. And let's go ahead and dig out a little bit here. Let's, you know what, let's just use the full power of this thing. And then let's get a place to where I can walk up. So actually, I don't have auto step enabled, but I found these chainmail boots while I was mining, and it gives me plus step height. That's why I was able to do that. So I think I'm going to put my dynamo right here. I am going to put a hopper going into it. And I'm going to be actually using you know what, I'm just going to use a birch chest right here so that these two chests don't combine. And this birch chest will be where I put coal or charcoal to go into the Sterling Dynamo. I believe that it just burns coal or charcoal or other things that can be burned and to make energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my flux duct, and I am going to run it something like this to give energy to my machines. And I actually want the Sterling Dynamo to be facing down. So I wonder if I place it while facing that, if it will automatically place it down. Let's see if we can't make a crescent hammer, if it's still called that, so that I can rotate that. So I just need an iron gear and iron ingots. That's not a problem. That's just 7 iron ingots. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. So we need an iron gear, and it's something like this, I think. So this will allow me to rotate thermal expansion machine or thermal series machines. Okay, there we go. That's what I want to make it look nice and tidy. And then I have dirt, and I should be able to cover all this back up. Not a problem. I'm not going to build a battery right now because a battery actually requires rubber. That's not something I have easy access to right now. I could probably spend some time making it, but it's not a big deal if I don't have it right now. So let's go ahead and put the torch back where it needs to be. And let's see if this process is going to work. I do need to get some coal from over here. I'm just going to steal it from these furnaces. And I don't actually have that much coal, apparently. So let's also steal a few things to smelt. Let's get 10 silver and copper. And let's see if this is going to work. So right now, let's put the 10 silver and copper in here. And it does look like it's going into here, and let's go ahead and get the dynamo started. Okay, so that's cool. How much energy does this make? I'm not entirely sure. It's 40. And I think these two machines will use 20 apiece, so that should be net zero generation here. That's not really a problem. One problem I might run into is that I might have extra outputs from the pulverizer here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a birch chest above this pulverizer right here, but I'm not going to configure this top side just yet. Okay, so it doesn't have any... In the past, it had different sidedness to where you could put the primary outputs and then the secondary outputs to different sides, but it doesn't look like it can do that. So I might have to change this configuration in the future, but for right now, it looks like it's working just fine. So that is pretty fantastic. I kind of think that's all I really needed to get through in today's episode. So in today's episode, I made a new pickaxe, which is actually tier 4. My hammer is tier 2. So this will allow me to mine things that are a little bit harder than what my osmium hammer allows me to mine, which is cool. So basically I can use my hammer for most of the stuff, and then when I get to something that I need to mine with my pick, I can do that. Obviously Signalum is going to be a little bit harder to acquire than osmium, so I will only use this pickaxe when I need to. And then I also set up this automation right here, which will allow me to just throw in all of the stuff that I need processed from my mining trips into this chest right here, and it should get processed so long as I have enough coal to do that, which actually might be a problem. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. If you enjoy large scale automation in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel, as that's typically what I do. I know this isn't very what you would call large scale, but that is what I will be doing later on in the series. And anyways, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will build with you next time.